And welcome back. Well, when it's time to retire, many people are looking to downsize their homes and create a low-maintenance lifestyle.
Rachel Schwab is from the Equitable Bank with some must-haves for aging in place. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Kind of talking about in the last segment, Tiff talking about talking to your kids, your adult kids, about finances and the importance of some of those conversations. And I think the time to talk about these things is when people are healthy and before sometimes you need to make any sort of changes.
Yeah, this is a real good tie into your last segment.
Yeah, so these are different ways that you can up the appeal of your home. So if you are at some point downsizing or moving, you're going to get more money for it, right?
Absolutely. You know, the market is really hot now, so some people who maybe are empty nesters are thinking, let's look for a smaller house, maybe a single story, something with less maintenance. They don't necessarily need a lot of these features at this moment, but if you're thinking about buying a new house, maybe these are some easy things that you can install or look for while you're looking for that new house.
Starting with the curbless shower, which I think is a great idea.
Yes, absolutely. You know, as you age, you know, trying to get your leg over the tub is going to get a little bit harder. So if you can find a curbless shower, or if you're going to maybe buy a house and you want to renovate that master bath, that's something that you want to look for. A stand-up shower, too, is also very desirable nowadays with maybe a separate tub.
The picture you showed of that one, I thought it looked really upscale and beautiful to have benches in there.
Oh, yeah.
But those things are important. Benches or grab bars, they can be something that's important for resale.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're just a safety thing. And they used to be that, like, grab bars and things like that.
Look so nice.
Those are really nice. Those grab bars, they look like towel bars now. They're really beautiful. They add to the decor, where before, you know, it doesn't have to look like you're in a hospital.
Yeah, it still looks spa-like.
Exactly. And the like a teak bench, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
it doesn't have to look institutionalized.
No.
You know, it can be very beautiful and elegant.
And functional.
And very functional.
Right.
Speaking of function, as it relates to faucets and door handles, you recommend the ones with a lever.
The levers, yeah. So, you know, as we age, you know, arthritis is very common. So maybe turning levers and knobs and stuff on faucets are a little bit harder. So those lever door handles and stuff like that, those are easy fixes. So if whether it's your existing house that you're planning on staying in, or if you're looking for something new, that's so easy to turn into do something different.
Update them, absolutely. In the kitchen, one thing I always think, like, it doesn't matter about aging or not. You want to pull out cabinet and drawers.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, it has nothing to do with age.
Organization right there.
It is so much easier, and you think about, you know, a lot of older homes, they don't have that, so you're reaching way in the back.
You lose stuff in the back.
You do.
Never use it then.
Yeah, where if you have the pull-out trays, which are so common nowadays, so it's really not that unusual to see it, but that's an easy fix and something that you want to think about and look for.
Absolutely.
Earlier we teased that, you know, people always want bigger appliances in their kitchen. They always think bigger is better, but as it relates to money smarts and maybe even function too, sometimes smaller is better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If you think about those giant oversized refrigerators and the really deep sinks and stuff like that, that's going to be harder for you to, you know, get stuff in and out of or reach in the back. I mean, even my refrigerator, I can't reach the back. I have to like step almost into it to get to the back because it's so deep, which, that's great if I'm having a party and I need a lot of space, but for practicality, it's really not. And as you age, that gets a little bit harder all the time. Plus, those big appliances take up more room. So if you need room to get around your kitchen, you know, around the island and stuff like that, if you have these giant appliances that are maybe pushing out a little bit, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to get around.
That's even a good thing to think about with cabinets, because I feel like so many of the modern looks, I mean, you can't even, the top shelves aren't even functional.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
they're going to end up being empty because you'll never be able to get into them.
Right. My apartment, same thing. I have to literally get on a step stool to reach the top.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's not even functional in terms for, you know, an aging couple.
Yeah, definitely. So if people are thinking of downsizing to a new home, they're looking toward retirement, they want to make a change, this is a great time to consult with someone at the Equitable Bank.
Absolutely. We'll you know, get you pre-approved. The rates are phenomenal right now. It's a great time to buy a new house, and you know, it's a great time if you had this house that your family's lived in all these years, and maybe it's time to look for something smaller. I bet you there's a family looking for that bigger house.
Yeah.
Great time to buy.
Yeah, definitely. Great. All right, so here's the information, because the Equitable Bank can help. This is a great time, as Rachel just mentioned, to buy and to sell. Rates are low. You can get pre-approved at the Equitable Bank and enjoy your retirement in your new home. Maybe you're thinking about downsizing. The phone number to call is 414-777-4411 or theequitablebank.com online. Great to see you as always.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, Rachel.